Three of the dead were post office employees. Ridgewood police say Joseph Harris is under arrest after a 4-hour standoff.
Postal worker is being held at $1 million bail in this New Jersey murder spree that, as you said, began at
the Ridgewood post office. They say he was heavily armed.
A former postal employee, dressed in a black ninja outfit, carrying a samurai sword and an Uzi machine gun, goes into a post office and kills 2 of his former workers. Sounds like a Hollywood script, but it's not. It's a true crime incident that occurred in New Jersey. I had the opportunity to stop by the site the other day, so I'm going to walk you through it, and as I do, I'm going to give you some insight into the case and the crimes that unfolded. 2 people were killed in this post office in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Let's go inside and we'll talk about it. They called him the Ninja Killer, but who was he, and what drove him to become one of the most shocking workplace mass murderers in American history? Joseph M. Harris was a former computer technician for the post office. He was described by co-workers as quiet but intense. In 1988, he was fired after repeated conflicts with his supervisors. That firing lit a slow-burning fuse. Over the next 3 years, Harris became increasingly isolated and paranoid. He began collecting weapons. He created homemade explosives and held a grudge against the postal system that rejected him. On October 10, 1991, Harris put on a ninja costume, grabbed his Uzi machine gun, a samurai sword, and grenades, and broke into the home of his former supervisor, Carol Ott, who lived in Wayne, New Jersey. Carol and her fiancé, Cornelius Caston Jr., were murdered in cold blood. But Harris wasn't finished. This was just a prelude to what he had planned for the following morning. On the morning of October 11th, Harris stormed into this post office, located in Ridgewood, New Jersey. This is where he once worked. Armed with his ninja samurai sword and Uzi, he killed 2 postal employees, Joseph Vanderpew and Donald McNaught. He also took hostages, and at one point attempted to detonate one of his homemade explosives. However, it did not go off. The terrifying standoff lasted hours, ultimately ending in his surrender, but the damage was done. A post-criminal investigation would reveal that these killings, and the ones in Wayne, were not the only killings that he had committed. We'll discuss that incident in another video. If you found this case compelling, don't forget to subscribe, like, and make a comment. I'm contemplating using this case as my next true crime book. Let me know if you think it's a worthwhile endeavor.